Welcome to Explain the Charts, your go-to source for in-depth market insights. Today, August 15th, 2025, we're diving into Litecoin, or LTCUSD, a cryptocurrency that has been generating quite a buzz in recent weeks. Let's first take a look at the current events and news that are shaping Litecoin's narrative. Recent Google searches indicate an active period for Litecoin, with news ranging from its technical advantages to potential institutional adoption. Notably, Amei Pharma has announced a significant $100 million private placement to initiate a Litecoin treasury strategy, making them the first publicly traded LTC holder on a national exchange. This is a massive signal for corporate and institutional interest in Litecoin, highlighting its growing legitimacy. We're also seeing ongoing discussions around Litecoin ETFs, with companies like Canary Capital, CoinShares, and Grayscale frequently mentioned. While approval is still pending, the continued talks suggest a potential catalyst for future price movements. From a technical standpoint, Breakout reminds us of Litecoin's core strengths: faster transactions, lower fees compared to Bitcoin, and recent upgrades like the Mimblewimble protocol, which enhances privacy, fungibility, and scalability, potentially doubling its transaction per second capacity. OmniLite also enables smart contracts and NFTs, expanding its utility significantly. Some past predictions from February 2025 even suggested Litecoin could reach $160 by March, a target we'll check against our charts. Let's now turn our attention to the charts and see how these fundamental developments align with price action. Starting with the daily chart, we get a broad overview of LTCUSD's price trajectory from April 2024 to today. Looking back at mid-2024, specifically around July and August, we observe a significant dip, with prices bottoming out near the $50 to $60 range, a critical support area that held strong. Following this consolidation, Litecoin experienced a remarkable rally towards the end of 2024, pushing above $130 in December, likely fueled by renewed market optimism and perhaps initial rumors of the institutional interest we just discussed. This December 2024 high around $139.90 served as a strong resistance level, which was retested multiple times in January and February 2025. Notice the failed attempt to break above $140 in January 2025, after which the price corrected sharply, falling back into the $80 to $90 range by early March 2025. This correction might explain why the February 2025 prediction of reaching $160 by March did not materialize, as the market faced strong overhead resistance. The $80 to $85 level then emerged as a new, robust support zone, preventing further significant declines. In fact, the price bounced off this level multiple times throughout March and April 2025, establishing a clear floor. The most recent trend on the daily chart shows a steady recovery and upward momentum since late July 2025, pushing Litecoin back above the $110 level and currently trading around $121. This upward movement suggests renewed confidence and could be directly correlated with the positive news surrounding Amei Pharma's adoption and ongoing ETF talks. Now, let's zoom into the 1-hour chart to get a clearer picture of the very recent price action, particularly focusing on the last few weeks. Here, from late July 2025, we can see a clear stair-stepping pattern upwards, indicating a healthy, albeit sometimes volatile, bullish trend. The price found consistent support around the $108 to $110 area in late July, which then served as a launchpad for subsequent moves. However, pay close attention to the candles from August 11th to August 14th, 2025. On August 11th, we saw a significant surge, pushing the price from around $120 to over $130 by August 12th. This was a strong breakout attempt, and for a moment, it seemed like the long-standing $130 to $140 resistance might be challenged effectively. Switching to the 15-minute chart for an even finer detail, we can examine that August 12th surge and the subsequent sharp reversal. Between August 11th, 0:06 Universal Time Coordinated, and August 12, 2006 Universal Time Coordinated. Litecoin rallied aggressively from approximately $120 to a peak near $130.99. However, this rally was met with immediate and strong selling pressure, particularly evident in the candles from August 12, 2021 Universal Time Coordinated through August 14, 106 Universal Time Coordinated. This represents a swift rejection from the $130 psychological resistance level, with prices rapidly falling back to around $121. This sharp reversal, while concerning for short-term bulls, also highlights the importance of strong resistance overhead. The current price action on the 15-minute chart shows a period of consolidation around $121 to $122 after the rapid decline, indicating a battle between buyers and sellers at this immediate level. The significant volume during the upward move to $130 and the subsequent sharp drop suggests strong institutional-level trading activity, either profit-taking or aggressive shorting around that key resistance. So, what does this all mean for TradingCUSD? In the short term, Litecoin faces immediate resistance around the $125 to $127 area, derived from recent pivot points on the hourly chart. The critical overhead resistance remains the $130 to $140 range, which has consistently thwarted bullish attempts over the past year. On the downside, immediate support can be found at the $120 to $121 level, which is being tested right now after the recent pullback. Below that, the longer-term strong support stands firmly at the $80 to $85 zone. For a bullish outlook, Litecoin needs to decisively break and hold above the $130 to $140 resistance zone, preferably with significant volume to confirm conviction. If it achieves this, a path towards higher levels, potentially even retesting the $160 prediction from earlier this year, becomes highly likely. Reasons to be bullish include growing institutional adoption, continued positive news around ETFs, and the technical upgrades enhancing Litecoin's utility. Conversely, a bearish scenario would unfold if Litecoin fails to hold the $120 to $121 support, which could lead to a retest of the $110, or even the $100 psychological level. A broader crypto market downturn or unexpected negative news regarding ETF approvals could reinforce this bearish sentiment. The short-term outlook is cautiously optimistic, with an approximate 65% likelihood of consolidation between $120 and $125 in the coming days as the market digests the recent volatility. There's a 55% chance it will retest the $125 to $127 short-term resistance within the next week if buying pressure reemerges. However, a sustained breakthrough of the major $130 to $140 resistance has only about a 40% likelihood in the immediate short term, requiring a significant catalyst. For the long term, if the institutional narrative plays out with actual ETF approvals and more corporate treasuries adopting Litecoin, a move towards $160 and beyond becomes highly probable, perhaps around 70 to 80% likelihood over the next 6 to 12 months. Conversely, a sustained rejection from $130 to $140, leading to a break below $100, carries about a 30% likelihood, especially if wider market sentiment turns negative. Keep an eye on trading volume. Strong volume on breakout attempts or support tests will provide crucial confirmation. Any concrete news updates regarding Litecoin ETF progress will be a major market mover. Also, watch Bitcoin's performance closely, as Litecoin often follows its big brother's lead. Thank you for watching this in-depth analysis on LTCUSD. Make sure to subscribe to Explain the Charts for more market insights.